Alright guys, here no more gatekeeping. I'm going to show you exactly how you can get this live wallpaper on your iPhone too. I know plenty of you have been asking about this when I shared this on social media, on my Instagram. The tutorial is finally here. Let's dive into the video right now. Alright guys, so yeah, many people were asking how I made the Labubu Live Wallpaper like that. I know Labubu is a big thing right now, but what's really cool is that if you press, you don't see it the time in the beginning, but you just see it when the flashlight emits to there. So yeah, I made a video about that on Instagram and it went absolutely viral. And I asked you guys whether you wanted to have a tutorial, and I think the responses were incredible. It was this video, yeah, almost 600 reactions, 600 comments about the tutorial. And as promised, I'm going to show you exactly how you can also get the Labubu Live Wallpaper on your iPhone. And I'm also going to share with you this awesome new way of adding a photo in this same animation. Let me show you how this looks. Just like that, you can add any photo that's not visible at first, but later on with the flashlight, the Labubu makes the photo visible together with the time. Obviously, this just was a quick thing I made, but I'm sure plenty of you will find way more creative ways to utilize this awesome feature. Maybe photos that are a little bit smaller here. First of all, there are some important settings we need to fix here. So first, make sure that your iPhone is not in low power mode. So if you have low power mode toggled on, you need to toggle this off because it won't work with low power mode. Next, also when you go into settings, go to accessibility and then to motion. If you have reduce motion toggled on, this won't work. So make sure to have reduce motion off. I know people are using this sometimes to save battery, but if you have this toggled on, the live wallpaper will not work. And lastly, some people have issues with haptic touch. So yeah, if you go to accessibility and then we go to touch and you go to haptic touch, some people have problems when haptic touch is on fast or slow. So make sure it's put on default so that this will not interrupt with the live wallpaper on our lock screen. And then there are two ways you can actually get the Labubu wallpaper. The first way is to download an app which is called Likowa. So yeah, let's go towards the App Store and then we search for Likowa. Just like that. And this is the app we're looking for. You need to download it. It's totally free. It's ad free. It's a pretty easy and simple app, and it allows you to just download the wallpaper that we want. And there are even some other awesome Labubu wallpapers that are pretty amazing. So yeah, inside the Likowa app, you have this Labubu section, and these are all the awesome ones that you can make. I think the best one is this one because it's not showing the time in the beginning, but it's showing it later. And in here you can just grab it without any problems. This is not sponsored or anything, and as you can see, there's nothing here at first. If preferred, you can remove the Likowa watermark here just by hitting the X. We click on save. It's gonna save this live wallpaper to your photo roll. And if you want, you can immediately set this wallpaper by hitting set wallpaper. And now, just like that, it's here. Let's try it out. And yeah, it's normal that you're not seeing it work because it's going so quickly, but you can simply add it by hitting the share icon in the bottom left. Then we go to use as wallpaper and then it's going to load, and make sure to have this here toggled on. So that's the live wallpaper feature. You need to toggle this on. And next, what we want to do is we want to change the color of this text because we want it to become visible the moment the flashlight comes there. So we hit the numbers here on top. We scroll all the way to the right to the color picker. Then we go all the way to the right again to make sure that we have a black selected. And now we're good to go. Hit add, set a wallpaper pair. Let's check it out. Boom, there it is. How awesome is that? And next up, let me show you how you can add your photo in here. It's really easy. Again, we go to the Likowa app and they made a template that we can use. So we go to DIY live wallpaper, scroll down. This is the one we need. I mean, how awesome does this look? And it's really easy to add your own photo. You simply need to click on the picture And then we want to replace this picture with whatever you'd like. As you see here in this example, they have a more whitish with nothing added on top. So that's also something you could do right now for the purpose of this video. I'm gonna take a very simple photo. So let's say, for example, we take this one, and then you have the possibility to do a smart cutout, and it's going to cut me out of this image. So let's try that. And that looks pretty good to me. We hit confirm. You're going to add it. If you want, you can make it bigger or smaller depending on your preference. Let's say, for example, we do it like this. So just, again, don't judge me, just quickly making this for you. Again, if we want to remove the Lycoa watermark in the bottom, you can do that by simply hitting the X again, and we should be good to go. Hit the export icon or the download icon in the top right. It's going to save it. And as you can see already, this is the preview of how this looks. Set wallpaper now, again, same story. Here it is. Hit the share icon in the bottom left, use as a wallpaper. Again, we want to change the time here to black, so let's do that. And if you want to use any other font, obviously you have the possibility to do that as well here. So we're going to change our font color to black. There we go, black. And boom, this is how it looks. Edit, set as wallpaper pair, and let's have a look. Beautiful. I mean, how awesome is this? I actually love this like wallpaper. Labubu, I didn't know it that much, but apparently it's pretty popular, and I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this live wallpaper. And the final way to add the live wallpaper is simply through a link that I'm going to put in the description below. You can just immediately download the live wallpaper from there. So yeah, you cannot make any of the adjustments that I showed you. That's really in the Lycoa app, but I think maybe when the app is not there anymore or not updated, you still have the option to get the live wallpaper right through that link. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I'm really curious to see how you guys are going to use this wallpaper, especially with the new photo that you can add. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, and like this video. Stay tuned for more awesome tips and tricks video. Thanks for being here, and see you in the next one. Peace.